The sound was heartbreaking, like an animal was searching for Mom. Left alone in the dark, afraid of ghosts and enemies. It came from different places so that I could imagine there were more than one. I had no idea what that animal would look like. I had never heard this sound before, but I went out to look for it anyways. As I came closer, I realized that it had to be a bird of some kind. So I stepped into the little forest, slowly and carefully, one step at a time, listening closely to find out where it was hiding. The it that I didn't know yet. But I was sure that I wanted to save it. Welcome to Be Is Enough. As I came closer, the sound stopped. And I did too. I guessed that it heard me coming, and that it wasn't sure that I was the savior. I could imagine how scary this was, seeing someone in the middle of the night walking slowly through the little forest. In its place, I would have been as calm as I could be. I smiled. Who did I think I would be for this lost one? Superhuman? Saving the bird? Of course. But now I was here. No harm in knowing who could make a heartbreaking sound like this. In the next moment, it started again, pretty close. And the answer came from the tree behind me. And on it went. I stood there listening, and the moonlight allowed me to search with my eyes. And then the sound came again next to my head. I barely breathed because I didn't want to scare it. I looked up. In the branch of the tree, 1 arm length above me, there was a baby owl. I could have touched it, but I stood still like a tree. It looked me straight in the eyes and started talking. It sounded like a friendly tale, a beautiful children's book read by a baby owl. Its heart seemed to reach out to touch mine, and it did, as if it wanted me to know that it's all right, comforting me in its presence. Tears ran down my cheeks in the face of this graceful moment, being touched by a baby owl telling me her fairy tale, touched by nature and by the grace of life. I don't know how long I stood there, listening to the sound of its voice, creating something in me that never left since then. The knowing that everything is connected, and that I can always come back to this moment, to step into the wisdom of the owl's tale that came with it. This story reminds me to bring myself into this present moment, to stop the detachment that seems to catch me in connection to the outer world, the projection and judgment that comes with unconscious behavior in relationships. Instead of looking at myself and considering my pain and heartbreak as a fuel to move me forwards, and to see that other people's pain does the same to them. Relationships can be the place where we can experience ourselves projecting, judging, and acting out. Because it's easier to judge the part of ourselves that we can see in others. If you spot it, you've got it. That's a good reminder. And that's a good start to step into a place where we let others be and love ourselves into the connection of everything with everything again. To train our awareness where we might step out of our own world to save someone else. Because we know what they need? Because we are more skilled than they are? Entitled? Righteous? Better than? There is no such thing. We are born equals, everyone where they are at. It might be hurtful to see where we put ourselves on a pedestal because we believe that we know. The baby owl humbled me into the present moment, and I was reminded of a saying that we never rise to the occasion. We fall back into the place of our training. Thank you for listening, and have a beautiful, connected day.
Can I even soar without a feather? Can I learn how to fly? Cover all this longing for together. Hardly breathing, always seeking, always hiding, always in plain sight. And I like to know if flowers grow in darkness without light. Will I know